This is R.D. Sharma solution, class 11, chapter 33, probability MCQ we are taking. If the probability of A to fail in an examination is 1 by 5 and that of B is 3 by 10, then the probability that either A or B fails. So P, probability of A failing is 1 by 5, probability B is failing is 3 by 10. Now the probability that either A or B fails. So in order to do that, what we will do? See, this is A failing. So we are taking A fail and B pass intersection, and then A pass and B fail. That intersection. That is, if A fails, B pass plus B fails and A pass. Right? So either A or B, that is, this is what we have to find. Since we cannot use the addition theorem here, let us find out the probability of A passing, that is 1 minus 1 by 5, 1 by 5 it will be. Probability of B passing will be 1 minus 3 by 10, that is going to be 7 by 10. So what I am saying is PA pass, and this is intersection, so multiplied by probability of B A passing, B failing, and adding probability of A failing and probability of B now passing. So let us use this probability. This is 4 by 5, B fail is 3 by 10. Add them. Now A fail, so 1 by 5, B pass, so that is 7 by 10. So this is going to be 50 in the denominator, fourth is a 12, 12 plus 7 is a 19. So 19 by 50 is the probability. Now this question and one more question are same. So this is question number 22. Forget about the solution which I displayed, okay? I'll give you a better way how to deal it. A box contains 10 good articles and 6 defective articles. And one item is drawn at random. So we have in all 16 total items, we have 10 good articles, that is they are not defective, 10 are good, and 6 are defective. 6 are defective, okay? Now we have to take out one of the item. The probability that it is either good or has a defect. So 10 are good and 6 are bad. 6 are bad. We are picking one out of them. So they are asking about good, also the defective. So both of them. So there are only good and defective items, and they are asking about it can be either good or either defective. So it's very clear that the probability is one only. Okay. This is always a true case. Okay. Always it is going to come. Yes. We'll get either a defective item or a normal item. But if we take one of this, 16 total items, so 16C1 will be in the denominator. Taking good item 1 from 10, and because it is OR, so we are adding either OR. So we are adding. Now we are taking again one item out of 16, and this is for good item, this is for defective or bad item. What is bad? 6. So we are taking 1 out of it. So this 10C1 is going to be 10, NC1 is this 10 only, N only. So 10 plus 6 by 16, that is going to be 16 by 16 is 1. So by observation also and by the proper formula or solving, we get 1 only. You will always get either a good or a defective, because there are only good and defective in there. For example, a girl and a boy. What is the probability of choosing a girl or a boy? So you can choose either girl or a boy. Every time one you choose. It can be either a girl or a boy. Okay, so this is always true. This is 1. Probability will always be 1 in this case. Question number 23. 3 integers are chosen at random from the first 20 integers. It is not given which first integers. It can be -1 till -20 also. We are just assuming it to be, say, 1 to 20, assuming. So these are 20 integers, and we are assuming that we are taking 3 integers out of this 1 to 20. Okay, so we are picking 3, so 20C3 will be in the denominator. That is very, very clear. And that is going to be 1140 if you compute it. The probability that their product is even. The product has to be even. So we don't know about how to find this out, that their product has to be even. But we know when we take 3 odd number, the result will always be an odd. So I have taken 3 and 5 and 7, and the result is 105, which is odd. So we have 20 integers. 10 will be even, 10 will be odd. Okay, because they are consecutive. So why not to find out the odd addition or odd multiplication, and then we'll subtract it with 1 so that we get even. So we are taking here 10C3, means from odd we are picking 3, and we know that this is the probability of getting a multiplication of odd. But the question is asking about the product should be even. So what we'll do? We can subtract it. The product odd and the probability of getting an odd, if it is subtracted by 1, then you get the probability of getting even multiplication, right? Okay, so this is 1 minus 10C3 by 20C3, that is going to be 17 by 19, right? So I hope you got the idea. The main key is that the first 20 integers can be any, and also 3 numbers, if they are odd, they are definitely going to give you result after multiplication as odd number only. That is the logic we have used here. And with that odd logic, we have computed the even multiplication numbers. Question number 24. Out of 30 consecutive integers, 2 are chosen at random. The probability that their sum is odd. So we are talking about, again, it is not given what are the integers, but we are just assuming it to be 1 to 30. It is just saying out of 30 consecutive integers, it can be from, say, 30 to 60. It can be from minus 120 to minus 150. If I take from 102, it will go up to 132. So it's not given. We have just taken by our choice 1 to 30. But that will not come because we will be dealing with the numbers, not the actual numbers, the count. Okay. So coming back to the question now, out of 30 consecutive integers, 2 are chosen. So we are choosing 2 out of this. So we are 30 and 2 we are choosing. So the denominator will be what? 30C2. Okay. So this is denominator. We have 30C2. We are picking up 2 from 30. Okay. And then their sum is odd. When the sum is odd, the sum can be odd only when we have 1 odd and 1 even. You cannot have 2 even give you odd, or 2 odds give you odd. 2 even, 2 odd will always give you even. So in order to get an odd, you have to have 1 even, 1 odd. So 15 are even in 1 to 30. So you're taking, so 15 odd, 15 even. So you're taking 1 from even and 1 from odd. So 15C1 multiplied by 15C2, 15C1. 15 by 29 will come. This is question number 25. A bag contains 5 black balls, 4 white balls, 3 red balls. If a ball is selected random wise, the probability that it is black or red ball. So this kind of questions we have already done. So let us take a box here. And we have 5 black, 4 white and 3 red balls. Okay. If a ball is selected random wise, so you are going to select only one ball. So So we are the probability that it is black or red ball. So we'll try to find out the black one first and the red one, and then we'll add them. So we'll add. How many are total? 5, 4, 3, these are 12. So you're picking 1 from 12. Now, in order to get black, how many blacks are there? 5 blacks, so 5C1. This is the probability of getting a black. What is the probability of getting a red? How many reds are there? 3, you're taking 1. 3C1 by 6, 12C1. So NC1 is N only, so 5 plus 3, 8. 8 by 12 is 2 by 3. Question number 26 here. 2 die are thrown simultaneously. The probability of getting a pair of aces is. Now this is quite a confusing question. None of these you will answer. Why? Because at the first go, die are different, and aces, we know the aces are called as the ikka or aces of cards. So how can you relate the cards with die? But this is not the case in this question. Here the aces are different. Aces are 1 and 1. 1 is also called an ace. Okay. In a die, it will give you result number from 1 to 6. This 1 we are calling it as ace. So in both the die, 1, 1 should come. Here also 1, here also 1. So this is 1, 1. So we have, what is the total number of cases? 6 square, because 6 square, 36. 1, 1 can come only one time. So only 1 will be here. 1 by 36 will be the answer. Favorable case is 1. Total number of cases 36. 27th is an urn. Urn, you can think it as a box only. Contains 9 balls, 2 of which are red, 3 blue, 4 black. 3 balls are drawn at random. The probability that they are of the same color is. So here there are 9 balls. Okay, 2 of them red, 3 of them blue, and 4 of them black. First of all, without thinking of anything, denominator will be we are taking 3 out of 9, so 9C3, and that is going to come as 84. So in denominator 9C3, which is 84, that is going to come. The probability that they are of same color. So there are 3 balls being picked up. Same colors means what? That is picking 3. Red are only 2. So just forget about red. It can be either blue or a black. Either blue or a black. So now you are picking 3 from 3 or picking 3 from 4. So since it is or, I am going to add them. So 3C3, that is we are talking about blue balls now. 3C3 by 84 or 9C3 you can write. And what about the 4 black balls? You are picking 3 out of this 4 black ball. So 4C3 by 9C3. You're picking 3 from this 4. Right? So this is going to give you, this is 1 by 84 and this is 4. This is 9C3. 5 by 84 will come. This is question number 28. 5% entered the lift cabin on the ground floor of an 8-floor house. Suppose that each of them independently and with equal probability can leave the cabin at any floor beginning with the first, then the probability of all 5 persons leaving at different floor is. First of all, these are 8 floors. Let us make the building first. These are 8 floor. Nobody will need lift for the ground floor. So we assume that this building has 8 floor along with, means this inclusive of the ground floor. So we are only left with 7 floors. Okay. How 7 possible outcomes are there? First we have to find out the total number of cases. Ground floor we are not addressing. There are 8 floors. We are just talking about 1 to 7 floors. Now, any single person, when he takes a takes a lift, he can come down or he can leave the lift at any of the floor. So every single person will have 7 possibilities, 7 outcome, every single. So first one can drop at any of these floor. I can kind of come out of the lift at any floor. So one person, 7 floor. Okay, right? So 7 possibilities of one person. How many people are there? 5. So 7 for 1, because it is being given that independently and equal probability they can leave the cabin of any floor. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth. 5 persons, equal possibility they can come at any of the 7 floor without any restriction. Okay, let me take you an example again. This is the first person. He started from here. He can drop here, 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 or here, or on the 7th floor. So one person has 7 possible outcomes. How about 5? You're just not multiplying 7 into 5. Okay, everyone has 7, 7, 7, 7. So you are multiplying 7 5 times. So 7 to the power 5 you are going to write. This is not 75. This is 7 to the power 5. Okay, this is the total number of cases. How about the favorable cases? See, we are not picking. So we will not use combination. We will use permutation here. This is the arrangement. So these 7 people, these 7 floors, 5 people. 7 floors, 5 people. So we are having 7 floors and there are 5 floors have to be selected, because only 5 people can come only on 5 floors, not on all 7. So 7p5. This is the favorable number of cases. 7p5 by 7 to the power 5. This is going to be your answer. Question number 29. As I said, this question is going to come again, which is the question number 22. If you see, question number 22 and 29 are exactly same. So we have already discussed it. So I'm just going to skip it, right? Question number 29, question number 22 are same. The answer is going to be 1. So I just told you that forget about the solution at 22. It is going to come. So the solution is here also, and I explained you already. Question number 30. A box contains 6 nails and 10 nuts. Half of the nails and half of the nuts are rusted. If one item is chosen at random, the probability that it is rusted or it is a nail is. So now let us first draw the scenario. The scenario is something like this. We have 6 nails here, 6 nails, N for nails, and 10 nuts. Half nuts and half nails are rusted. So 3 are good here and 3 are rusted. In 10, 5 are good and 5 are rusted. Okay, NLS for nails and NTS for nuts. Okay, you got the idea. If one is chosen at random, the probability that it is rusted or is a nail. So first of all, either rust or nail. So let us find out rusted one. Rusted. So rusted will write here and this nail will write here. Denominator is normal. Total is 10. The 10 plus 6, 16. We are picking 1. So 16C1 will be in the denominator. How about the numerator? How many rusted are there? I am talking about first is rusted and then second one is the nail. So how many rusted are there? So this is 3 rusted, 5 rusted. So 8 rusted are there in all. So 8C1. You are picking 1 from it. How about the nails? How many nails are there? These are nails. So 6 nails are there. You are picking 1 out of the 6C1. So when you find out this kind of answer, you'll see the answer will come wrong. Why? Because we have not taken the intersection. We have to apply the addition theorem here. Because there are nails which are rusted also, no? There are nails which are rusted. So there are 5 nails which are rusted also. Sorry, 3 nails which are rusted also. So you have to subtract this. 3 nails which are rusted. So 3C1 divided by 16C1, this you have to subtract. This is basically P R union N you have to find out. R is the probability of getting rusted and probability of getting nail is N. So you have to subtract the intersection also. 11 by 16 will come. Question number 31. If S is the sample space and PA equals 1/3 of PB and S is equal to A union B, where A and B are two mutually exclusive events, then PA is equal to. Okay, so how do we do it? We already done a question in terms of X here. So let us assume that the probability of B is P, not X. Let us take P this time. So what will be PA? PB is P, so PA will be 1/3 of P. S is equal to A union B, so that means this is exhaustive. So probability of A union B will be 1. It will be, and because they are mutually exclusive also given, so intersection will be 0. So A union B will be equal to PA plus PB, which is going to be 1. So let us write this Pn 1 by 3 P. So you get P is 3 by 4 and PA will be 1 by 3 of 3 by 4. So in my edition, there are 31 questions. There are others also in other edition. So I'm just highlighting or giving you the solution so that if you come across any of these questions, for the sake of completion, you can just have a look here, and for your reference I have given. So I'm just going it through very slowly. So these multiple questions which are already repeated, so even if you have any problem, just let me know. Okay guys, this is all about probability. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.